Hi, it's me again with Corel tips and tricks. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to create this or something like this with a couple of different tools that I very seldom ever use. So we're going to start with an ellipse and hit P, put it in the center of the page, which really doesn't matter. And then we're going to go to the Distort tool, but we're going to pick Twister Distortion. And I'm just going to go here and then start curving around, and you can go inside and outside, and that's not a very good one. Let me start over. Let's I don't ever use it. Here we go. See, I'm making a pretty good spiral. But it also makes double lines, and there's several ways to do that. But what's cool about this, let's make it a little bit smaller, holding down the shift key. And then let's take a rectangle or a square and hold down the control button and hit P. And what I do like about this, you can actually kind of see what it's going to look like. So I'm going to make it just a hair smaller. And then I'm going to go here to intersect. And I get that right there. That's not too bad. Now from here, we can control D, holding down the shift key so it'll mirror it. And you kind of get that. And then you could control D. Well, what I should have done, this thing, let's make it 4 inches. And then so there's several ways you could do it. One way, you know what, let's make a copy of that and put it over here. And on this one, I'm just going to make a copy and move it over. And then let me move this out of the way. And then I'm just going to copy and move it down. But they're not touching. So what the best scenario in this case is to take this, Control D, and mirror it. Because also the 4x4. Now we got kind of like a funny, good looking deal. And we can Control D again and mirror it again. And you get that. Now I'm going to try to weld it and see what happened. And it worked perfectly. So that's a pretty cool pattern. And if you look at our Y, I'm kind of looking at that. I'm actually going to go up. So I'm going to Control D, I'm holding down the control button, and look at that. I get basically two different patterns. Now we can't go again, but I can go, we're at 4 inches, still got a 4-inch nudge, so I'm going to make the plus key and hit it twice. And see, it's not quite touching, and I want it touching. So I could change my nudge factor to 0.01 and just move this one up so they touch, and then weld that together. That's a pretty cool pattern. Now, to make it filled, we could take the Smart Fill tool, take the Smart Fill tool set on blue, and I'm going to click right here and see how it turned it all blue. That's pretty cool. But how would you make the inside filled? Well, we've got a rectangle. Let me go ahead and delete that and get this and hit P. And let's take a rectangle, holding down the shift key to make a perfect rectangle around it. Now, several things we could do. We could nudge, well, I set my nudge factor real low, but thankfully I'm in the center of the page so I can put it back. It's 16 inches now. So let's make our nudge factor 18, and let's nudge this out of the way, and let's make it red, and let's make this blue, take away the outline, move this back. Well, see, I hit P and put it in the center of the page. Then go to Object, Order, Back a Page, and you get that red. Now, when I did that, I've got some little bitty marks, but that's not too bad. That's pretty cool. And then once you have this red, you can select it and see that you got red. I actually have a red outline. I want to take it away. And then this is where you could go and take your interactive fill tool and go across and put yellow on this side. And then you could actually, let's do this. Let's take our blue now, and I see you got blue here. I'm going to use the interactive fill tool and go across it. But I'm going to put yellow in this side and put red in this side. So we have Yeah, it's not as cool as I thought it was going to be because it doesn't look so good when it's joined together. Let's go back to the blue. And that's pretty cool. I don't like the color combination. Let's put green in there. And that kind of matches up. So many ways to do it. Pretty cool pattern. This could keep going forever and ever. And see, it's totally different than the one I did prior because I didn't mirror them all. I mirrored some of them, but look at the difference in the pattern. Anyway, I hope that helped you a little bit. Thank you for watching.